Hi everyone, this is Anna from One Timeless Love, and I'm here to show you how I created this look using this makeup practice board. So let's get started. The eyebrows are already done and I have a video on it if you'd like to go watch it. The palette that I'm using today is by Blend Buddy Cosmetics, the Dollhouse, and I'm going in with the green shades. I always use a base when I'm working with the makeup practice board. I put some on the back of my hand and I use a concealer brush to lay it on the lid. And I slowly and carefully try not to mess with the eyebrows. After using the concealer brush, I like to go in with the Sigma P84. It's like a cute little foundation brush and it is one of my must-have when it comes to smoothing out the base on the makeup practice board. When you want your colors to pop, use a colored base. I'm using one by P. Louise and it's called Keeping It Khaki, and I thought it just goes really well with the shadows that I'm using today. And I put some on the back of my hand and I take another small concealer brush and I slowly carve out the eyes. And I go back and forth with the original base and the color base to try to blend it out as much as possible. I know this part, it can be very difficult because you're just mostly sliding it around, but if you can get it right, it's well worth it because it will make the shadows pop. And when you're done, it should look something like this. And as you can see, it is not perfect. I'm going in with the green, the dark green, and I put it on the crease. When you're working with the makeup practice board, don't slide it. I mean, even when you put it on your eyes, I don't slide it, especially when you have a wet base. So you just tap, just take your time and just take the green color and pretty much carve out where you want your crease to go. And you always start with a darker color if you want your shadows, well, if you want your deeper tones to be deep, start off with the darkest color first, and then you can work your way up to the lighter ones. But because if you were to go the other way, if I was to put the light color down, it's going to grab hold of that base and it's going to be the one that shows up the most. And it's hard to put a darker color over a lighter, so always start with the darker color first. I'm going to clean off the brush and pick up the mid-tone green and lay it right above the dark green. After laying down the green, I like to clean off the brush and try to blend out the edges even more. And then the next shade that I'm going in is called Porcelain, and I'm using it as a transition shade. After laying down all of the colors on the makeup practice board, it kind of covered up all of the deeper shades, so we're going to go back in each shade to try to bring them out. And when you're done, it should look something like this, although this is a little bit darker than I had wanted, but we shall move on. The next thing to do is cutting the crease. I am using a makeup wipe over a makeup spatula and I'm trying to cut the crease, but as you can see, it is not doing that well. So I end up changing method to a tiny cotton swab dipped in makeup remover, and I'm cutting the crease with that. After cutting the crease, I am going back in with my P. Louise base and I'm taking the concealer brush and I'm laying it onto the lid carefully not to mess up the crease. And then next I'm going to set the lids using a big fluffy brush and some translucent powder. And then next I'm going in with the shimmery shade that was on the bottom right of the eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the eyeshadow applicator to place it on the inner corner of the lids. I'm going to be using a glitter that I picked up from Sally's Beauty a very long time ago. It is called Shining Dawn, and I'm going to put a couple of scoops of it into a mixing palette with the Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter glue, and I'm going to use the nail detail art to mix it up, and then I'm going to slowly line it on to the cut crease. And when you're done with the glitter liner, it should look something like this. Next, it is the wing liners. I am using the Mayron Paradise paint palette. I put a couple of drops of water into the black shade, and I'm using another nail detail brush to slowly carve out the wings. And it should look something like this when you're done. And then I'm going to use the same shades that I used on the upper lid, and I'm going to place it onto the bottom. And then I'm going to take that mid-tone green that I used on the lid, and I'm going to use it to carve out her cheekbones, her nose, and her brow bone. And for highlight, I'm going to use JCat Unicorn Magic Highlighter, and I'm using the gold shade to highlight her cheekbones, her nose, and her brow bone. And when you're done, it should look something like this. And the last step, it is lashes. I always put the the lash glue on her eye, and then I place the lashes on her eye. Look, she's fine. She's okay. She can handle it because I can never put the dang lashes on the lid. It always falls off, so that is my trick. I put it on the eyeballs. But this is the look, guys. I hope you like it. Please share and like and comment and let me know if this is something you would like to see more of. And thank you so much for watching this. Love you. Bye.